All right, welcome back to BrainFLoTv again, everybody. It's your host with the most. This is so embarrassing. Listen, I got a lot to talk about in this one. Let me say first of all, though, that the pictures are out. And for those of you who said this was a setup, I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. Andrew Gillum is going to have to dig himself out of a hole. I would not be surprised if this is the end. Forget his political career. I'm thinking this is the end of his marriage, because there is no way a sister could sit in a marriage or stand in a marriage like this and continue. I don't give a damn how much he changes his ways. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what was found in the room and all that other stuff. So Gillum was found in a hotel room, as y'all know. I think it was at the Mondrian South Beach last couple of Fridays ago morning with two other men in the hotel room. Now, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. He said he went to a wedding. We all know now that the persons he was found with in the room said, we don't know nothing about no wedding. He never told us about any wedding, and we didn't see him go to any wedding. So it seems like what he did was he actually told his wife, like, look, I'm going to slip in real quick down to Miami, attend this wedding, and I'll be back home soon. Okay, honey, I love you. Bye. And then he went off to lock himself in a hotel room and with a boy toy. Yes, a boy toy. A married man, father of three, that could have been the first black governor of the state of Florida, high up in political ranking, found in a hotel room inebriated with a homosexual call boy, openly flamboyantly gay homosexual call boy, passed out, overdosed, dying. Gillum, a married daddy of three who narrowly missed out on becoming Florida's first black governor, was too inebriated to tell the cops at the time that they came to render help what the hell had actually happened. Well, Dyson, who is a male escort, he was the one that was found naked and overdosed. Images obtained by DailyMail.com shows baggies of crystal meth, empty beer bottles, and pills scattered all across the room, across the bed, trash and soiled bedding in the room. The bed had doo-doo and vomit on the bed. Doo-doo and vomit on the bed. And looking at the picture of Gillum passed out, he was laying butt-ass naked with doo-doo on the sheets where his butt area was and vomit where his face area was. Now remember, when the third guy came into the hotel room, he said the guy that passed out, the gay escort, he was the one that answered the door and let him in because they were expecting him. But he was so messed up, he let him in, staggered over to the bed, and passed out face down. And he saw Andrew Gillum in the bathroom throwing up. By the time the paramedics got there, he was stretched out. Gillum was stretched out. I don't know who took these pictures and who let these pictures out to the public, but I can tell you this. There was no criminal investigations being done. This was not treated like some criminal case, even though there was an overdose and even though there were baggies of crystal meth and other types of drugs that were found in the room, which is suspicious in itself to me. But I'm going to talk a bit more about the people that are trying to defend this brother. There were also found small bottles of an injectable medicine containing alprostadil. Alprostadil is typically used to treat erectile dysfunction, and it should not be mixed with alcohol. Now, I don't know whose dick wasn't working in that room, and it was so bad that they needed injections to get it up. But they were determined to get it up. Okay? I'm painting the picture for you, so you try to explain to your wife as a man how you found yourself in this situation or this situation. You try to look at your husband in the face and figure out what he could tell you as a woman for you to accept what just went. Okay, baby, I see what you were saying. It's all good. Don't worry about it. No way possible. No way possible. So there were small bottles of this injectable medicine containing alprostadil, which is typically used to treat erectile dysfunction through injections. And this should not be mixed with alcohol. But there were beer bottles, half beer bottle and empty beer bottles in the room. And the sheets were covered in bodily fluids. These also can be seen in the pictures. You can see the vomit and you can see the doo-doo on the sheets. Now, what am I supposed to think? There's 2 naked men in a room, and then it turned out to be 3. And when the paramedics got there, they both passed out. And there's doo-doo and pee-pee and vomit all over the place and all this other stuff. You trying to tell me that something didn't go on? Come on now. And people are saying, he might have got set up. He is a married man with a beautiful wife and 3 children. How the hell you ended up in this situation? Ain't nobody set you up, bruh. You set yourself up. He set himself up for some muscle booty. Beer bottles and the sheets were covered in bodily fluids, man. Gillum, who lost the gubernatorial election to Republican Ron DeSantis in 2018, he is stepping down from public-facing roles. And he has said that he is going to admit himself to rehab. Rehab for what? Rehab for drug abuse? Rehab for alcohol abuse? Rehab for lying? Rehab for pretending to be straight when you're gay? Or maybe he's bisexual, because that is a preference as well for those of you who think it ain't. And the only person he really needs to be truthful to about his sexuality is his wife. Now, I'm saying, think about it. It's true. Think about it. He doesn't owe it to any of us to say whether he's gay or straight or in between. Okay? But he owes it to his wife. And she has all but disappeared from the face of the earth since this whole thing happened. Now, think about it. If his wife knows, hey, my husband like a little bit of muscle booty on the side from white boys every now and then. He goes both ways. But we're going to build a family together and all this other stuff. And he can escape every once in a while and go get his rocks off and come back. What if she knew? Believe it or not, there are women out there who will stay in a relationship with a man like that because of all the things that comes along with being with that person. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case with her. I'm just saying. Now, let's talk about these females. When I did the first video, I said, all these females in the comment section were saying, I think he was set up, and I think they made all kinds of excuses for him. And here's my thing. I can actually see how a lot of you females are deceived. I can actually see how a lot of you females might end up with one of these types of down low brothers kind of guys. Because you're willing to actually make excuses for them. You're willing to actually believe what in this case is believable. He's passed out. The other person is passed out. When the other person came to, he said, well, I don't know nothing about that. I am a nurse, a registered or working nurse or nurse practitioner or nurse student, whatever he was. And I am also a openly gay man, and you can find me on rentapieceofbooty.com ///. He gave all the information, and the media was able to go find him right away. Openly gay. And your husband is found in that situation, in a room with this man, bunking naked, and you're willing to accept what excuse? You're willing to say, oh, baby, he got set up. Really? Really? Anywho, the pictures are out, and it's embarrassing as hell. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Would you, as a woman, accept any type of excuse from your husband in this situation? And if you would, please tell me, take the time to write out exactly what that comment or that excuse would have to sound like in order for you to forgive him. Alright? It's BrainFLoTv over here on BrainFLoTv. And again, if you're not subscribed to my bigger channel, which is BrainFLoTv as well, then go ahead and do so. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video, man. Stay safe, quarantine. I'm out. Peace.